Hello everyone and welcome to this video. The lesson in this video is about fractions and decimals. This video covers the terms used in fractions, how to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication and division involving fractions, how to change a fraction into a decimal, how to change a decimal into a fraction, recurring decimal, and how to convert recurring decimals to fractions. So first of all, let us look at the terms used in fractions. So the first one is equivalent fractions. So what are equivalent fractions? Equivalent fractions are two or more fractions that represent the same part of a whole. So example, (12/16). So if you simplify, you will get 3/4. So these two are equivalent fractions because they represent the same part. So you just divide the numerator by 4, denominator by 4. So it simplifies to 3/4. So these two are equivalent fractions. Another example will be this. So these three are equivalent fractions as well. However, this half, 1/2, is known as simplest form. This form is known as simplest form because you cannot simplify further. Or lowest term. So a proper fraction is a fraction with numerator smaller than denominator. So example would be this, 5/8. So 5 will be the numerator, 8 will be the denominator, so since its numerator is smaller than its denominator, so this fraction is a proper fraction. So if its numerator is greater than its denominator, so that fraction is known as an improper fraction. So example would be something like this, 7/2. So can you see its numerator is bigger than its denominator? So 7/2 is an example of improper fraction. Mixed number will be something like this. So it's a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. So an improper fraction can be converted to a mixed number. So how to convert? For example, if I want to convert 7/2, if I want to convert this fraction 7/2 to a mixed number, I can do so. So I can split it as this. So 6/2 means 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that's how I change an improper fraction to a mixed number. Let's say if you are asked to arrange this in ascending order. So take a look at the first question. So how am I going to arrange these fractions in ascending order? So there are two ways to do it. The first way is you can change to decimal. You change each fraction to a decimal, and from that you arrange accordingly. Three over 4 will be 0.75. Half will be 0.5. 508 will be 0.625. And it will be quite obvious, okay, to arrange in ascending order. So another way will be you change the denominator to a common one, to a common denominator. So for example, if I change all the denominators to 8, so I need to change the denominator of these two fractions. So how to change? I multiply the numerator and denominator by 2 to change to 8. So 8 as the common denominator. So to change half, I multiply by 4. And then this one will be just remain as 508. So I can rearrange in ascending order. So this will be the final answer. Take a look at the second one. So first you need to know what is the common denominator that you want. So maybe I can change everything to 20. So if you can't identify or if you can't decide, another way is you find LCM. LCM of these three numbers. Okay, LCM of these three numbers. So how to find? So the first step is you have to choose a whole number that can be divided exactly into these three numbers, but I cannot pick a number that divides exactly into these three numbers, 10, 4, and 5. So I choose 2. Since 10 and 4 are divisible by 2, so 10 divided by 2 will be 5. 4 divided by 2 will be 2. 5 cannot be divided by 2 and will just remain as 5. So I continue the division. So LCM will be just 20. So since the LCM is 20, so it means I can make 20 as the common denominator for these three fractions. Okay, so let us change. So the arrangement will be this. Next, we will look at how to add fractions. So usually we change to the same denominator before adding. So in exams, you must show your steps when required. Calculator is used to check your final answer. So once the denominators are same, then you can add accordingly. So if you have mixed number, there are two ways to do it. So first way, we change to improper fractions. So how to change to improper fraction? So the common practice is, for example, if you want to change the first one, so 2 times 6 plus 1. To find the numerator, so it will be just 2 multiplied by 6 plus 1, which is 13. To change the second one, 1 multiplied by 5 plus 1. So it will be 6. Then you make their denominators to be the same. So common denominator, the most suitable one is 30. So I multiply by 5 here, multiply by 6 here. So to change to a mixed number, I can split it this way. So this will be the final answer. Another way of dealing with mixed number will be this way. So 2, 1 over 6 means 2 plus 1 over 6. And then you add with another mixed number. So you add the 2 and 1 first. Okay, then you deal with the two fractions. How about subtraction? The same thing. You have to modify until you get the same denominator. So here the common denominator will be 24, or if you prefer 12, okay, the best is 12, okay, but you can make it to 24, so I'll just change to 12. You may try the second one on your own. How to multiply two fractions? So the easiest way will be just, okay, you multiply the numerator with the numerator, denominator with the denominator. So 5 multiplied by 2, 10, 8 multiplied by 9, 72. So that's the most basic one. And then you simplify. Actually, before you multiply, you can simplify it first. Okay, so just divide by 2, here will be 1, divided by 2, here will be 4, then only you multiply. For the second one, so just change it to improper fraction and then carry out the multiplication as usual. How to perform division? So you change to multiplication, but when you change, you must flip this. You interchange is denominator and numerator. Just flip the fraction and then you carry out the multiplication as usual. You may want to try the second one on your own. you may pause this video and try these two questions. So just apply this rule, BODMAS. Try to recall this. In mathematics, off means multiply. So how to change a fraction into a decimal? Try to recall. There are two ways actually. So first way will be we make the denominator to be 10, 100 or 1000. So let's change to 10. 6 over 10. Then obviously it's 0.6. Or you can just divide. So 508 means 5 divided by 8. Then this will be the answer. So how about changing a decimal into a fraction? So 0.6 means 6 over 10. Then you just simplify it. Next, what are recurring decimals? So previously, if we change this fraction to decimal, it will be just 0.5, exactly 0.5. So if we change this fraction, it will be exactly 0.72. So these two are known as terminating decimals. These two are known as terminating decimals. But for some fractions, when you attempt to change it to decimals, for example, like 1/3. So 1/3 means 1 divided by 3. So if you carry out the division, you will get something like this. 333, 0.333. The digit 3 is repeating. You can use your calculator to check. So if you try to change it to decimal, you will get something like 0.333333. So it will not end. So the digit 3 is repeating. So another way of writing it will be just 0.3 with the dot on top of the 3 to show that the digit 3 is repeating. So it's not exact. So this one, 0.3 with a dot above, is an example of a recurring decimal. So if you try to change this to decimal, it will be 0.2222222. So this one is also an example of recurring decimal. How about this one? The digit 3 is repeating. So we just write this form, 0.53 with a dot above the 3 to show that the digit 3 is repeating. So sometimes are not only one repeating digits, can be more than one. So example will be, if you try to change this, so this is what you will get. 09, 09, 09, 09, 09, 09, okay, non-stop. So both these digits, 0 and 9, are repeating. Or you can have something like this, quite lengthy. So try to press 2/7 and change to decimal. So you will see something like this. So can you see? 6 digits are repeating. 285, 714, 285, 714, 285, 714, and so on. It will not stop. So we just mark the dot above the 2 and 4. But please take note that all these 6 digits are repeating. Okay, even though we just place the dot on top of 2 and 4. Okay, but 285, 714 are repeating. So we can place a dot on every digit, or we can just place a dot above 2 and 4. So all these are known as recurring decimals. Okay, next, let us look at how to change recurring decimals to fractions. So quite frequently asked in the exam. So the idea is you need to form two equations, and then you subtract these two equations to get the fraction. Okay, let me show you the first one for you to have an idea. So if I let x be this, so 0.3 with a dot above means 0.333. So let's say if I multiply, okay, I call this as equation 1, equation number 1. So if I multiply equation number 1 by 10, so x multiplied by 10 will be 10x. 0.3333333 multiplied by 10 will be 3.333, okay, non-stop. So this will be my second equation. So next I need to subtract equation 2 by equation 1. So 10x minus x, 9x. 3.333 minus 0.333, so it will be just 3. So by doing the subtraction, we have eliminated the repeating digits. So my x will be 1/3. So that means, so since x is this, so that's the technique. So you have to form two equations and then subtract to get the fractions. So the rule is if one digit recurs, then you multiply by 10. If two digit recurs, then you multiply by 100. If three digits recurs, then you multiply by 1000. So that's the hint on how to form another equation. Okay, how about this? So first I let x to be this. So 2 and 4 with a dot above means 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. So two digits are repeating. So when two digits are repeating, then you multiply by the equation by 100 to form another equation. So this one is equation 1. You form another equation by multiplying 100 since there are two repeating digits. Then you subtract. Equation 2, subtract equation 1. So 100x minus x, 99x. 24.242424. Subtract 0.242424. So you will get 24. You may pause this video to try the third one. Okay, how about this one? So I let x. So only the digit 6 is repeating. So since that only one digit is repeating, so I multiply by 10, but you have to be careful of the arrangement. So 0.08666, if I multiply by 10, I'll get 0.86666. Then I subtract. 10x minus x, 9x. Okay, to subtract the decimal, so once you have subtracted, this part will be eliminated. if you subtract equation 2 by equation 1. So don't get confused. So 0.86 minus 0.08. So you will get 0.78. So you have decimal on the numerator. So to get rid of it, you multiply numerator and denominator by 100. To get rid of the decimal, you multiply above and below by 100. So it will be 78 over 900. Okay, so you simplify it. So if you find it difficult to deal with this part, there's another way to find the fraction. So instead of multiplying 10, so I multiply by 100. I multiply equation 1 by 100. So 100x will be 8. And then I multiply equation 1 with 1000. Okay, so let's see. This one is method number 2. This one is method number 1. Okay, so I just label this equation as equation 3, equation 4. So if I subtract these two equations, equation 4 by equation 3, so 1000x minus 100x, 900x. So 86.6666 minus 8.666, I'll get 78. So method 2 is an alternative method in case some students find it difficult when dealing with repeating digits. So if you multiply by 100x and 1000x, then it's much clearer, because when you subtract, this one will disappear. So you just need to choose only one method that suits you. Okay, you may pause this video to try. Just in case, I will also provide method 2. Okay, last question. Perhaps you may try first and look at the working later. Method 2, just in case. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.